English Communicator is one of the top language schools in Switzerland. We are a global leader in providing English language courses for students all around the world. We are specialists in providing high-quality English language teaching and counseling services. We have successfully taught thousands of students from all over Germany, Switzerland, Austria and France to speak, read and write English. The international English language courses are designed to equip you with the language and skills you need in order to be successful in any workplace or academic presentation. Our courses are taught by qualified mother tongue teachers. Our teaching style is interactive, making learning easier, faster and fun. By practicing day-to-day conversation, you will build your vocabulary and understanding of English. Our professional and friendly environment will also enhance your learning experience, enabling you to work towards your language goals. Our courses and teaching are designed to provide effective training for students who need English for their work, study, travel or personal pleasure. With our energy, expertise and passion for teaching English, our goal is to help students and professionals succeed in a global community. We select only the best teachers to work with us, and support them as they show you a fantastic learning experience and guide you towards fluency. Our aim is to teach you in the most effective way possible, and in a fun and enjoyable environment. We believe that language learning is most successful way without stress and within a friendly environment. With the help of experts, you can learn correct English pronunciation, increase your vocabulary, work on your grammar and improve your sentence construction.
Our flexible-length English courses let you customize your course to suit your goals and your budget. They are ideal if you want to improve your general English skills with a world leader in English education. Choose how long you want to study for, how many lessons you will have in a week, and where you want to study. Our Vacation English course will allow you more time to explore your destination, whereas our Intensive English course will give you more time in the classroom. Whether you want to improve your professional and academic opportunities, or learn for your personal fulfillment, these certified courses put the power in your hands. To learn more about which course is best for your needs, contact us. We provide free counseling, suggestions and guidance, for you and your brighter future. English Communicator facilitates experiences that support student success in learning English from beginner to most advanced level. We create innovative programs that meet the needs of the spectrum of individuals and professionals. We collaborate with learners to address their unique needs, valuing individual achievements, concerns, and goals. Our learner-centered approach supports a paradigm shift on language-centered toward a learning-centered environment that engages students in oral communication and written English activities. English Communicator will have a transformative impact on society through continual innovation in education, research, creativity, and language. E-learning tools. We support students in developing their individual strengths and negotiating the challenges they encounter in realizing their potential. English Communicator fulfills this mission by offering dynamic services including advising, coursework, academic coaching, information and referral, writing assistance, advanced speaking solutions, pronunciation softwares and supplemental instruction. We focus on service to learners as the core value of the English language learning and communication development. We exhibit an ethic of care in working with all learners, individuals, professional, industry experts, and teachers. We honor the diversity of student identities, experiences, purposes, and learning styles. We operate with a spirit of generosity in the exchange of ideas, knowledge, and resources. We value hopefulness and possibility. We expect life balance and professional excellence. We conduct our work through deep listening, creative problem solving, and collaboration and advance English writing solutions.
If you are an English language learner whose first language is not English, you must take oral and written exams to demonstrate proficiency in English. This placement test is designed to give you a quick way of assessing the approximate level of knowledge of English grammar, reading, writing, speaking and listening skills. At the end of the test you will see your test result and be given a percentage. The purpose of this entry test is to make sure you choose appropriate English language course for your skill level. You will take placement exams before you register for classes. You will also be able to follow a link to a page which will estimate your level compared to several international English exams and the Council of Europe language assessment scale. The test asks you to reflect on what and how you learn English language in 4 skills: readings, writings, speaking, and listening skills. When we learn a language, there are 4 skills that we need for complete communication. When we learn our native language, we usually learn to listen first, then to speak, then to read and finally to write. These are called the 4 language skills. The 4 skills of listening, reading, writing and speaking are distinct. Logically, the 4 skills are related in complementary ways. Both listening and reading are receptive skills, are modes of understanding. Speaking and writing are productive skills. Thus, the 4 basic skills are related to each other by virtue of both the mode of oral and written communication.
Listening is receiving language through the ears. Listening involves identifying the sounds of speech and processing them into words and sentences. When we listen, we use our ears to receive individual sounds such as letters, stress, rhythm and pauses. We use our brain to convert these into messages that mean something to us. Listening is any language requires focus and attention. It is a skill that some people need to work at harder than others. In addition, teaching the learners a lot of listening activities is a good way of enlarging their vocabulary. People who have difficulty concentrating are typically poor listeners. Therefore, to become a fluent speaker in English, we need to develop strong listening skills. Listening is not only helps us to understand what people are saying to us, but it also helps us to speak clearly to other people. It helps us learn how to pronounce words properly, how to use intonation and where to place stress in words and sentences. Good listening skills bring benefits to our personal lives, including a greater number of friends and social networks, improved self-esteem and confidence, higher grades at school and academic work, and even better health and general well-being.
Speaking is the delivery language through the mouth. Speaking is also known as the productive skill in the oral mode. It, like the other skills, is more complicated and it seems at first and involves more than just pronouncing words. To speak, we create sounds using many parts of our body, including the lungs, vocal tract, vocal cords, tongue, teeth and lips. There are 3 kinds of speaking situation that we should understand, which are interactive, partially interactive and non-interactive. Interactive speaking situations include face-to-face conversations and telephone calls, in which we have a chance to ask for clarification, repetition, or slower speech from our conversation partner. Whereas in partially interactive situations it's involve giving a speech to the audience and no interruption during the speech. The speaker nevertheless can see the audience and judge from the expressions on their faces and body language whether or not he or she is understood. To conclude, speaking can be formal or informal. Informal speaking is typically used with family and friends or people you know well. Formal speaking occurs in business or academic situations or when meeting people for the first time. Speaking is probably the language skill that most language learners wish to perfect as soon as possible. Fluently in speaking can help build up our confidence level while speaking to others. English for specific purposes. The world is becoming more of a global community through air travel, Skype, Facebook and other social media. This is making the need to increase understanding and improve communication among all citizens more urgent. For this reason, more and more individuals are seeking to improve their English language skills for highly specific academic or professional reasons. These types of English courses are designed to meet the specific academic or professional needs of learners. Individuals who have a specific area of academic or professional interest should consider these programs instead of a general English language course. The English words and sentences learned, the subject matter discussed, all relate to a particular field or discipline, for example, a lawyer writing a brief, or a diplomat preparing a policy paper. The courses make use of vocabulary and tasks related to the field, such as negotiation skills and effective techniques for oral presentations. English for specific purposes programs use materials that are specially designed to meet the needs of a specific group of learners, usually adults. Teaching English at this level requires the specialized teaching, requiring professionals, the broad range of supporting activities and facilities. In general, a highly specialized course lasting only 2 or 3 weeks might be designed to meet the needs of a specific group. Apart from differences in English for occupation programs' duration and cost, these courses have a common purpose, and that is to increase students' skill and confidence in using English. These courses are ideal for those who wish to improve their English language skills in a specific area, such as law, finance, technology, medicine, travel, aviation, teaching, accent softening and human resources. Our qualified, carefully selected and dedicated teachers design lessons to suit your learning needs and objectives. The lessons focus on professional and commercial communication skills, negotiating styles and techniques, presentation skills, social English and writing skills, but most importantly place great emphasis on the vocabulary and expressions needed to effectively communicate in your chosen area. We offer small group classes, individually designed one-to-one lessons. English for occupation is usually our learning the language in order to communicate a set of professional skills and to perform particular job-related functions. Being able to use the vocabulary and structures that they learn in a meaningful context reinforces what is taught and increases their motivation.
Writing is the process of using symbols, letters of the alphabet, punctuation and spaces, to communicate thoughts and ideas in a readable form. Writing is the productive skill in the written mode. It too is more complicated and often seems to be the hardest of the skills, even for native speakers of a language, since it involves not just the graphic representation of speech, but the development and presentation of thoughts in a structured way. To write clearly, it is essential to understand the basic system of a language. In English, this includes knowledge of grammar, punctuation and sentence structure. Vocabulary is also necessary, as is correct spelling and formatting. The result of writing is generally called text, and the recipient of text is called a reader. Nowadays, motivation for writing includes publication, storytelling, correspondence and diary. Writing also has been instrumental in keeping history, dissemination of knowledge through the media and the formation of legal systems. A writer may write for a personal enjoyment or use, or for an audience of one person or more. The audience may be known, targeted or unknown. There are many different styles of writing, from informal to formal. Therefore, the four language skills are related and connected to each other in two ways, which is the direction of communication, in or out, and the method of communication, spoken or written. This four-language skill, or sometime called the macro skills, are very important and necessity in towards learning English as second language.